Okay guys, I'm going to be trading the box strategy and it's just setting up as we speak. Let me flick it over. Okay, now this is about as simple a strategy as it gets, and it's following on from a question in the Discord, and I thought I'll just put it to the test. Because I think that's the fairest thing to do. Now, there's a couple of things that we can do. Now, if you go down, we follow in sort of the Answers Hub Traders Clinic, which is here. How to enter the box trade. So the guys can actually see it there. They know exactly what it is that I'm actually going to be doing right now. Now, with this, we don't actually need any levels, but I'm going to leave them in as target points. And on my other screen, I have it laid out the best way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of put the targets in, and I'm basing it on the last current candle. Now, it works best on opening candles, sort of like 7 till 8, 8 till 9, 1:30, 2:30, 2:30, 3:30. But if you actually combine it with a directional bias, it can be used that way as well. And then you can take an idea of that directional bias. And what we do is just grab hold of that, pull that up to there. That's your sort of maximum risk. Now the target is going to be down on here somewhere. Just initially, well, we can actually pull it down a bit further. Actually, we can go here, because with this particular strategy, it's based on ratcheting. What you do is you ratchet your trade once it's ended. So that's kind of the setup on the hour. Take it into 5 minutes and we can now start watching what's going on. You can see it's breaking through. Now, if I want to chase the market, I can count 5 candles back. Well, there's no point. So I don't really want to do that. So what you do is you put it in the optimum place, which is where it is right now, which is based on a box. Okay. So the candle has entered the box. I understand what's going on with it. And then that's it. Now, the box is just an area on the chart. Oh, thank you. The walking wounded has brought the coffee. How good is that? Is just an area on the chart that is potential for the market to pull into, and it's there, and you can kind of see it. It's underneath this lot. All right. Now, I like to have pending orders. I don't like to chase the market at all. I just let it come to me, let it do its thing, and it's kind of coming here. Once it's triggered in, I can then put the management system into it and add trades to it. I can also, right, there we are, it's entered the trade now. I can now start putting in sort of my extra orders. So I'm going to pull that in here. And really all I'm doing is I'm just setting up a trade that I can potentially walk away from. That's the idea behind it. Okay. So let me just move that up. To be, so I'll do that while we're here. Pull that down onto there. Kaboom. Then we'll get the next one in. I only want to put the first 3 in up to now. I work on 3 entry points as the trade, and then I have a couple of entry points as damage control for the trade. Okay, so there's my criteria set up. Now from here, I can put in what's called a gray zone. Now the gray zone is where my thinking stop is. So 682,677, 683. Okay. So I'm going to put a little box here, which is 683. Okay, don't really want the price. 677. There we are. If the price gets into here, I need to think about what I'm doing. So again, this is part of the box where you're looking to sort of understand that you're wrong. So it's here, and then if I haven't got out by here, the machine will do it for me at that point. Now, what I'm going to do in the meantime is I now manage the trade down into ratcheting points. Now we have these levels in place. I can keep an eye on them. So I know for a fact I can get out if that's where they are, and I can just take the profit. But I've set up a trading arena that I'm going to work in. I know where the stop is. I know where my thinking stop is. I know where I can position trades to get in and out of the market and extract some money. And I've also got criteria to let it run if I want to. Okay. Now this all comes from doing my homework in the first place, which is here. So when I'm looking at this, there's a number of criteria that I wanted to look at. Now it's already identified that USJPY is on a swap. Now it's been on a merry run to the upside. So it's now telling me it's time to change over. Okay. It's also telling me that the deep trend or the double D trend is nondescript. There's a bit of a tussle going on at the moment. So the bigger picture was buy. The middle picture, what we actually work our trades on, could be anybody's guess. And the current picture is sell. So what it's telling me is it's a fair trade, but it's still saying keep your TPs relatively low. Okay. So what else can I look at? Well, I can look at the US is gaining ground a little bit. This has stopped losing ground. Even though it's still bottom, it's not losing ground as much as it was because it's staying there. But it's actually stronger over the last 24 hours than what the dollar is. Okay. Now that'll explain why it's swapping round a little bit. So flick that round, and then all I need to do is just watch this, and it said on my sheet 12 pips. So I'm going to measure out 12 pips. So it's kind of, well, it's in and around that blue line. So really, I want to target beyond that blue line. Nice and simple. Nice and simple. Here's a stall point. I might be happy at this point. Brilliant. Just crack on. Okay, guys, let's play this out. See what happens. Okay guys, trade's done. Now this is an example of a trade that didn't quite go to plan, but had mechanisms put in place to get you out of trouble. Now those mechanisms are you sacrifice certain trades and you pay off others. Now the guys in the squad know exactly what my sort of 1, 2, 3 target rule is. 4, get out where you gets in, and 5, just get out. Rules are. They understand what that is and how it operates. Now, even in box theory like what this is, I'm basing it on a range. The 5 entries went in. It started pushing away instead of pushing to downside, which is where I wanted it to go. And I just sacrificed trades for the greater good. It kind of keeps my win rate high. So as you can see, if you go through these, you saw me do this all this morning, just a little bit of chippy choppy, but there we go. That one paid off that one paid off that, and then we'll break even in the middle. Dead simple. It's a nice, easy way to trade, and it's a good way to manage trades. And that's it. You know, trading is about common sense and planning out what you're doing, why you're doing it, and so forth. Now, you get daft comments all the time. Trading's too hard, it's impossible. It's not. I prove it every day. You can go to the market and extract money pretty much every day, as long as you follow basic principles. And those basic principles start with less is more. Plan your trade out and do it hour by hour. Not looking for the swingers, not looking to drive your green Lamborghini. None of that. Just a simple plan and management, and you'll get through it. Now, if you can't do that and you're not willing to watch a video to the end, you shouldn't be trading. You'll never make any money. I turn people down every day. I'll get messages every day saying, oh, if I take a session with you, will I make some money? And I say, no. I'll show you how to do it, and come to the squad and I'll show you how to do it. But you're not going to do it overnight. And if you think for a second you are, this job is not for you, and there's no point wasting my time and your time, because you will never make it. But if you're willing to put the work in and you understand what it is you're looking at, I'll walk all day with you. All day. Because I know you'll ask the same question 1,000 times, and I'll answer it 1,000 times. Because I know the greater good is there. But if you're just a magic pill hunter, fuck off. You're a fucking arsehole. So, get your downvotes in, because every one of my videos is downvoted. There's a good reason why Traders Clinic is now kept behind closed doors. The trolleys have destroyed the channel. I've got zero interest in this channel anymore. In fact, I've just got no interest in it at all. That's how far they push you. But I'll still get paid tomorrow. They won't. Anyway, boys and girls, see you later.